All right. So we only have one suspect left. And, you know, just like with Carrie and Sakia, I don't suspect Kotoha at all either. But, you know, it should be fun to see how whole route goes. And then what happens after that. Still really worried what's going to happen after that, actually. Because I still haven't forgotten about how Yune, like, how her voice started breaking up for some reason. Don't forgot about that. But for now, let's see Kotoha's route. Chapter 10, Part 1. Muse. Alright, let's see it. But first, of course, back to the darkness. Kotoha. I only had one option left. You don't know that for sure. There's clearly more than meets the eye about her. No. What? Absolutely not. Perish the thought. But you're my favorite. Jokes aside, Kotoha seems like the type of person to be a great ally. Definitely won't hurt to get to know her better. Granted, if we get too close, I might find myself in yet another uncomfortably renewed situation. Oh no. Yuna begins meeting in preparation for shooting me back through time like an arrow from her bow. And as always, we go flying back to December 2nd. There's my old friend, the darkness. I spent the day unconscious as we didn't create a so-called save point until night. I open my eyes and sit up. I squint against the very bright and equally familiar December's third morning sunlight. Okay. My target this time around is... good old Kotoha. Kotoha. Perhaps she'll be the one who can help me turn the tides of fate. If she ends up being the culprit behind the Christmas bombings, who was able to retain her memories from each previous timeline like I can, and I'll do whatever I can to stop her. No secrets her either. Easier said than done, of course. Definitely not investigating you, that's for sure. It's nothing. If I'm being honest, Kotoha seems like the least likely candidate as the person behind all of this. Well, I mean, like, all the girls plus Yoji, like, I feel like they're all equal, to be honest. I mean, she's Kotoha. Her sentimentality and circumstances, not to mention the impression I get from her, suggests someone who wouldn't hope for the end of the world. I know I shouldn't go into those funny preconceived notions. I'm not a detective either. Still, if I had to say anything about her, it's that she's incredibly intelligent. She's not somebody you want as an enemy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Very true, actually, the more I think about that. She'd be a helpful ally, so I can prove she's not working against me. Which is what I intend to do. Is this a pun? Actually, I had a nightmare last night. Nice! For now, I just had to focus on reconnaissance like during my second time loop. I'm not too worried on whether she's a culprit or not. Maybe. Is it normal for them to lock up the gallery the night of the culture festival? Oh, really? Huh. So yeah, then the culprit definitely went there and locked that ahead of time. That's even further proof that there's something weird going on here. Wait, did you tell us about that, Kotoha? It's time I could question myself, Kotoha. That the door to the art gallery, which is always kept open, will suddenly be locked. It means it was deliberately locked on that night specifically. So you're saying the art gallery never closes? It's open 24/7 year round?
3月31日から4月の3日までは毎年閉まってるよ。
Okay, well,
メンテナンスとかで
well, it's December, so in March, huh?
閉まってる間は先生たちじゃないと開けられなかったはずだ。
I assumed as much. I knew that at least. I've run into the restriction myself. About the correct biometrics, the door won't budge. Thanks a lot. That's very helpful.
お役に立てたなら。それにしても変なことを聞くね、シュウ君は。
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Day ends without loading anything I didn't know before. It's Tuesday, the first snowfall in gym class. Oh, the igloo. Usually I'm hanging out with Saki inside our igloo. But I need to get close to Kota this time. Sadly, I have to turn down Saki's invitation. Well, time to get naked. That was a plan, at least. Are we still in the igloo? Where is she? Looks like I don't have to turn down Saki's invitation after all, which would theoretically be a good thing.
何ですか?
It's nothing. Sorry. I suddenly realized I've been watching Sakia for quite a while. I was just wondering what you were doing.
寂しいんですか、先輩。誘ってほしいんですか?
Less lonely and more slightly a little bit concerned. I'm not lonely. I don't need your pity invitation to hang out.
そうですよね。先輩は孤独でお相手もいないんですから。
Don't make fun of your elders. Oh,
一人で平気で
you're giving me the teary eyes. Sakia?
何でもありません。では。
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Bye. With that, she heads off. At any rate, it looks like Saki's not building her igloo in this timeline. Oh, that's weird. Whatever. I had to focus on getting closer to Kota this time. Where could she be?
何かな?
I was just looking for you. What are you doing?
向こうで雪だるまでも作ろうかなって。
For gym class, huh?
一応体は動かすし。
I do love building snowmen. He's being a little evasive. Can I help?
もちろん、シュウ君がいてくれると助かるよ。
So, for having graciously accepted my offer. This is far more intense than I thought.
まさかこんなに大きく育つとは。すごいよ、シュウ君。
Thank you, I always try to do my best. I managed to help a jumbo-sized snowman that's taller than Kota. Oh my geez, dang. I say. I've clearly put way too much effort into my creation, having spent a few hours on it. I guess that's good enough for now.
ありがとう。それじゃあ、私がこの子におめかしをさせようかな。
What if I wanted to be a he? And so together, we paint a face onto the snowman and build and add gloves. Did we give him a...
こんなものかな?
I mean, did we give her a nose, though? You said you just painted a face. Fabulous. Instead of some eccentric getup, she's become a lovely snow lady. Does she have snow bahubis?
ほう、これはなかなかのサイズだな。
Gito. Hey, Gito.
俺の作ったゴーレムと戦わせてみないか。
No, she's fragile. That seems unlikely considering they can't move.
先に溶けた方が負けというルールなら。
Alright, go get a flame go get a flamethrower, Kota.
乗った。
The way they talk is slightly bizarre. Despite being top students and heads of their respective dorms, their conversation is always amusingly childish. I wonder how they view each other. I mean, apparently as rivals. For some reason, the question interests me immensely. Later after school...
やあ、シュウ君、いらっしゃい。
Oh, is it time? Sure. I arrive at the 7th Atelier and I'm like a lamb to the slaughter. A lamb to the slaughter. I know full well what awaits me, but I have no choice if I want to get closer to Kota. Well,
じゃあ、分かってるよね。
I'm unzipping it right now. Every day that goes by, you come off more and more like a porn director. Kota and Kiri collab win. Once again, I find myself being made to pose, however briefly, as a nude model. Did you get my good side? Oh, this day. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm witnessing a scene involving two familiar figures.
まだ眠いや。このまま寝ちゃうかも。ダメだっつの。ニャーちゃんが遅刻しちゃしめじがつかねえだろ。
They're as close as ever, almost like real sisters. It's inside Dakota that only Kiri gets to see. It's not often I get to see her at her most vulnerable. Speaking of which, I wonder how long they've been friends. I feel like I've asked her before. As luck would have it, I haven't yet asked this time, so I proceed to do so.
私とキリエが知り合ったのはいつってこと？
Yes. At this school?
いいよ。コトネートはチックからだ。
So we've known each other for a while.
当たり前よ。私とコトネーの深い絆はもう何年も前から。
Ah, I see.
キリエの性格も変わってないよね。大人になってからな、私も大きくなってんだぞ。胸とか態度とか。
Mostly the latter. So you've known her longer than Yune?
だな。私とコトネーはずっと一緒だけど、ユネとはチベッタ時代に初めて会った。アレイヤに入って知り合ったのは、サクヤとギドと、あとリンカパイセンだな。
Oh, there's Rinka again. I had no idea. I thought you knew Sakia from way back.
サクヤは同じチベッタにいたんだけどね。私たちは学年が違うから遊ぶこともなかった。衣装を作れるって聞いたときは感激したもんだぜ。
It's obvious that Kota is closer to Kiri than anyone else in our friend group. They're best friends despite the age difference, or so it seems. Everyone has a past. It might sound obvious, but to see it so evident between the two of them makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Later that night... Where is she? I gently bought my nearby dove clock to check the time.
クック。ただいま12月5日水曜日22時11分。
You should be here. It's been a week since I first arrived. It's past curfew, which is around when Saki usually stops by for a visit. It seems like the timeline is out of order. It's not like we made plans or anything. It's just that up until now, she always comes to see me on this day at this exact time. Except this time I didn't spend time with her in the igloo. I also never met up with her after school. As usual, the smallest of changes in my routine creates waves all around me. Besides, my target this time is Kota. Even so, I can't help feeling sad about the unseen distance between us. Actually, I feel like that's weird because, didn't, like, in Sakia's route, she brought the towel instead of the pillowcase. I'm starting to question some things. Like, I'm not suspecting Sakia, but I'm starting to question whether Sakia is also going back in time somehow. Because, like, she has been doing different things. I'm starting to question everything I thought I was sure about now, though. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kota. Alright, let me unzip the zipper again. You know how it is. From the start, I wanted to try and dig up any dirt I could on Kota. As I might have suspected, there was nothing shady or suspicious about her. In fact, my perception of her as a truly good person only grew stronger with each passing day. No. Nope. I know that much. I take it back. She's an angel except when it comes to stripping me naked. We've got a torso model over there, and Gito happily takes his clothes off at the drop of a hat. Oh. Well, thank you, you know. Appreciate it. I'm definitely not anywhere as ripped as he actually makes me out to be. Regardless, I know there's no point in arguing with her. Instead, I just resign myself to my fate as a nude model for the day. It's December 7th, the day when Kiri's operation, even Punk goes into motion. However, since I missed most of her pranks, it ends in failure. I mean, it ends in failure anyway. I'm sorry, Kiri. It's for the best. It always ends in failure to begin with, so. That's like the other constant. The calamity, and then the drinking, and then that. The weekend. Usually it's a day I can spend however I want, but this time I need to keep an eye on Kotoha. Now that I think about it, I wonder what she's doing today. More than anything, I'm honestly curious. She usually spends time after school drawing in the atelier. You mean the 7th atelier? Oh, nothing in particular. Thanks. I had a hunch you'd be there. And she's drawing on her day off shows how diligently she takes her studies. Maybe I have. Gulp. Crap. If she knows I pose nude for Kotoha, she'll see me as nothing more than a pervy bastard. I'm the real victim here. I feel like they already all see us that way. What? Lies! I don't believe you! This is a lie. I don't know what you're talking about. There's absolutely nothing funny, no funny business going on. Oh yeah? To be fair, no matter when I go, I've only ever seen Kotoha in the atelier after school. I know, right? It's a premium service that only I can provide. I want to cry. There's a way I can tell her she strips me naked and studies my body. Wow, look at the time. Gotta run. Sorry, Kiri. I won't be able to star as your lead actor this time. Yeah, we already did that. Knock, knock. I came to watch you hard at work. Actually, yeah. Sorry for dumping this on you. She says with her friendly smile. She's older, the head of the dorm, and so stunningly gorgeous. And yet there's something about her that puts me strangely at ease. The thought crosses my mind how being alone with her should be far more nerve-wracking than it actually is. You come even on your days off, huh? You alright? For the culture festival? I've been to the culture festival several times by now and seen no festival piece. However, the me in this reality has not, so I feign ignorance. By the way, what kind of painting is it? I see. Her answer is the same as always, naturally. No matter how many time loops I relive, the only art piece that ever changed thus far is Kiri's. She has to paint from her own imagination. Anytime I simply think about the outside world is prohibited, it's no exaggeration to call an outright depiction of it blasphemous. I'm sure nothing like it has ever been attempted in the Academy's history. And there's no way Sister Lily approves. However, a theme can apparently only be expressed in this way. Huh? Why me? Yeah, I thought it was obvious too, Kotoha. This is the first time I'm hearing of it.
外には人間がいるのかいないのかもわからなかったけど今は一つだけわかる。外にはシュウ君のような人間が住んでいたんだって。
You're probably right. It seems like in her head, I represent the outside world. It seems like in her head, I represent the outside world itself.
ごめんね勝手に。私もシュウ君からインスピレーションを受けた人間の一人なんだよ。
It's fine. I'm delighted. I have no clue how helpful I actually am, though. But while we're on this subject, can I see what you're working on? I'm useless when it comes to technical ability. I could give you some outsider advice. Unfortunately, due to my memory loss, I won't be able to give great advice. But I can at least tell you if it seems familiar.
私の描く外の風景を見て正しいかどうか判断してくれるということ？
Yeah? Yes, exactly. That seems like something I should easily be able to assist with. It seems like a natural enough reaction to want to help her if she needs me in any way.
ありがとう。正直すごく助かるよ。私も細部を描くのが大変だったから。
What I lack in technical know-how, I make up for with a level-headed approach to the subject matter. If I'm being honest, I'm still not quite used to the town's taboos regarding the outside world. Unable to discern what separates blasphemy from piety, I feel like I can give my frank opinion on the subject.
じゃあ今ついでにいろいろ聞いてもいいかな。外の世界って。
Sure, I'll answer as best as I can. There's nothing to rely on aside from my faint and fragmented memories. I helped Kotoha for painting.
いろいろありがとう。おかげでよくわかったよ。
There's so much I don't remember, but it's true. Electronics are definitely far more advanced on the outside. Kotoha based her version on the outside world on the many paintings found within the halls of the art gallery. While the landscape definitely looks like the outside, there's something off about it. Even taking into consideration, it shows the world as it was 100 years back. Kotoha had a great many question marks floating through her mind, more than I expected. Although I'm not sure how many related to her painting. If Sister Lily had stumbled in on us, we would have been in hot water, but since there's just the two of us, there's no issue. Just the two of us. In the past, this kind of situation typically involved me stripping nude. We specifically focused on the main piece today instead of studying the human form. So, I kind of have a stupid question.
何かな？
You specialize in landscape paintings, right?
そうだね。授業じゃ生物画なんかも描くけど、いつも展覧会には風景画を提出しているし、このジャンルが好きなんだ。
Which means you don't really need me to pose nude for you, right? Right? She freezes for a moment before responding. Why you just back away? It's just landscapes don't usually involve people. At the very least, it's not the main focus. If your main genre is landscapes, would it make more sense to sketch outdoor terrain? My new body doesn't help her art in any way. That's the point I'm trying to make in a very roundabout way.
シュウ君、私は悲しいよ。
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead and sketch my dick again. Kotoha?
最近はすこぶる上達していたと思ったのに、何も分かってなかったんだね。
Her shoulders tremble as she looks at me with an expression of pity, clearly disappointed.
人体のデッサンはすべての基本。そう習わなかったかい？
No, I just got here. I honestly couldn't tell you.
神の作りたもうた究極の黄金比。あらゆる描写の基礎となる生物としての美しさ。隆起した筋骨、程よい肉付き。シュウ君のダビデ像のような立ち姿が私の目には一つの作品のように映っているんだ。
Are you just pulling a Kiri on me right now?
私はそのために心を鬼にしてシュウ君を脱がせてきたんだ。芸術と、そして己の研鑽のために。
Oh, I see. I guess I get that.
そう。このようなアート第一主義はあまりシュウ君の価値観になかったかな。
Not really. But I understand how you see things a little better now.
それならよかった。我ながら芸術のためには犠牲をいとわない性格でね。そう。芸術のためには。
Kotoha, please don't say this. I still trust you, but please don't say this. He repeats the phrase as if emphasizing it. I haven't had much experience posing nude. Now I feel like I have no choice in the matter. If it's for art, then who am I to complain? Considering my lack of knowledge on the subject, Kotoha seems the most in line with the town's prevailing attitude toward the fine arts. I wonder if, one day, I'll be able to truly understand her work.
それじゃあ今日もよろしくね。
I'm pulling the parents down. Hold on a minute. Sure. Thus, Kotoha as an artist turns my body into a work of art once more. But I doubt it. I feel like if Kotoha, like, has H scenes in this route, then we should really tease her immensely because of how often she's seen us naked already. Just saying. The next day, Kotoha, huh? It's afternoon and yet another day off, but Kotoha is unexpectedly not in her usual spot in the atelier. That's odd. She told me she'd be working on her piece today. Maybe she just stepped out to use the bathroom. Could I wait for her? I wonder if she need my nude posing expertise today. My nude posing expertise. I mentally prepared myself to get stripped naked before I got here. After hearing what Kotoha had to say yesterday, I feel like I should be more aware of her art process.
神の作りたもうた究極の黄金比、あらゆる描写の基礎となる生物としての美しさ、隆起した筋骨、程よい肉付き、シュウ君のダビデ像のような立ち姿が私の目には一つの作品のように映っているんだ。
I never realized my body prompted those kinds of thoughts. Until now, I'd only felt embarrassment. Although knowing all that doesn't make me feel any better, albeit for different reasons. How could I, a total novice to the art world, question an artist like Kotoha? I went out of my way to do some strength training yesterday. She's gonna use me as subject matter, I better look good. Just have we already look good though, it's fine. I've done it partly for Kotoha, but also partly for her art, of course. I still prefer hiding certain parts of my anatomy, but... As I rummaged through the atelier, I spotted a number of canvases in storage. Did Kotoha paint all these? For the most part, she's the only one who uses this particular atelier. I peeked at one of the drying canvases to see a painting of a town spread on it. Wow, this one is hers, and this one too. It seems like all the canvases are hers. The number and quality alone are mind-blowing. The volume of work alone is a testament to her dedication to her art. Huh? This must be, as it says, tucked amid the oil paintings to find plain paper used for pencil sketches. They're stacked one on top of the other, but I know what these are. It has to be her sketches of me. Yep, alright, put it away, Shu, put it away. Some things are better left just buried. It means there's a lot of pencil renditions of my naked body. It feels a little weird, but maybe I'll just take a peek. God, no. After all, she did sketch all these pictures of me. I can't help feeling embarrassment about my body, but maybe it'd be fine if I view them as art. With that in mind, I pick up several sheets of paper. Well, why are they all blocked out? I'm greeted by a lot of penises. Well, what are all these? Freaking knew you were sketching my dick. Just a bunch of naked dicks. Uncensored, of course. Not to me, it's not. More importantly, this specific penis looks very familiar. There was one penis in particular that most men know better than any other. This is the same one. So is this one. And this one. Darn it. Kotoha, why? The weirdest thing is how there's nobody The weirdest thing is how there's no body anywhere in sight. Only penis. Only the pingus. As I struggle to process my thoughts, I hear the sound of a door opening. Hello, Kotoha. Kotoha! Unable to come up with gripes with what I'm seeing, I first the dick sketches at Kotoha. I want explanation for what the hell this is! Woman, please! Please! This particular body part right here seems awfully familiar. Not sure what to say, I go straight for the jugular. Look, I can tell by the shape of the shaft and the balls. It's me, without a doubt. While saying you were drawing my entire body, you just sketched my dick. I always felt like she focused particularly hard on one specific part of my person. And this proves me right. Darn it. Look at her blushing. This has nothing to do with the pursuit of art, does it?
芸術のためさ。もちろん。
How so? Explain. She's clearly avoiding making eye contact. No matter how you look at it, her words and her actions are not matching up.
隆起した筋骨、程よい肉付き、シュウ君のあのダビデ像のような立ち姿が私の目には一つの作品のように。
Uh-huh. I'm not buff. I'm pretty scrawny, and my posture is awful.
ああ、いや、でも立ち姿はたまに。
I know what it looks like when it's. Oh wait, fuck. I don't want to hear it.
シュウ君が怖い。
You should be naked for the sole purpose of drawing my dick. I really thought you were drawing my entire body. What is this even for, Kotoha? Kotoha? She remained silent. She had a loss for words? Searching for the right answer? Maybe I went too far. Seeing her standing there, seemingly downcast and remorseful, regret over my actions begins creeping in on me as my haze of anger lifts. Suddenly... You gonna tell me? Kotoha? The look of remorseful sorrow has disappeared.
そこまで言うなら。シュウ君が私を描けばいいじゃないか。
Alright, then sit down right over there. We'll start right now. What? You better earn some too. And then... I see. That's why that was the image for the route, huh? Well, this can't be the thumbnail. Oh god. Why is this happening? Before I fully understand what's going on, I've got a pencil in one hand and Kotoha's before me as nude as day she was born. Actually, maybe this was a bad idea. I'm not sure I can do you justice. I'm not that good at art, remember? As gently glancing up, I'm met by a gloriously naked body, usually hidden beneath a uniform. Go!
どうしたの、シュウ君。筆が止まっているよ。
I'm having second thoughts. Sure it is. A perfectly proportioned body, fit for any frame, is too much for a young boy like me to handle. I never said I wanted to draw naked to begin with. I struggle to figure out how I ended up in this situation.
きちんと相手を観察して捉えるんだ。大事なのは全体の比率だからね。
I nod my head, trying to look like I get it, though none of what she says makes sense. My mental bandwidth is already completely filled with dirty thoughts. Her skin, perfection. Her breasts, large. Her nipples, beautiful. Kotoha is perfect, even completely naked. I want to tell her how beautiful her flawless body is, and I know I shouldn't stare, but I can't help myself. The full breasts, as soft as marshmallows, capped by flower bud nipples. The marshmallows. I love every inch. I wish I had the balls to ask if I could hold her in my arms to touch her all over. All she's doing is breathing silently. And yet the way her stomach moves is delightfully erotic. My eyes have been opened to the magnificence that is her body.
どうした、シュウ君。うまく描けないかい？
No, not exactly.
シュウ君にはまだ早かったかな。
Probably not, to be honest, but we're gonna do it anyway. You're wrong! I can do it! I should be able to draw Kotoha's naked body. He's so sexy. Too sexy. But I can do this! I've only ever seen her in uniforms, so suddenly seeing her naked is overloading my senses. I wish we'd taken this slower. Maybe moving to a swimsuit first. Am I imagining things? Or is she blushing? Thinking back, I vaguely remember mentioning how she'd never posed nude before. I, of all people, understand how embarrassing it feels to have someone visually explore every inch of your naked body. Are you embarrassed, Kotoha?
そんなわけない。これはシュウ君のデッサン力を高めるためのモデルなんだから。
You seem embarrassed. Uh-huh. Just like when I modeled for you.
あ、だからってあそこばかり描くのはダメだぞ。
No comment? Which body part would that be?
シュウ君、やっぱりスケベだな。
You did it! What the fuck? You were the last person who could tell me that. Forcing a naive young boy like me to strip naked just so she could draw my dick is unbelievably perverted. By the way, why are you so intent on only drawing my dick? Oh, hey, I never answered that.
人体の黄金比描写の基本
Can you give me the actual answer now? Don't give me that. I can't deny I have more than a passing interest in a pussy. Does she feel the same way about my own genitalia?
気になったから
That was simple enough. Why did you say it so bluntly? She's sneaky. I'm not necessarily angry about it. I just want to know why she did it. After all, if she asked if I wanted to see her naked, I'd say yes in a heartbeat.
早く手を動かさないと終わらないよ
I need to make sure I get everything correct. I know. Granted, I'd be happy staying here forever. With that thought in mind, time flies by as we find ourselves on opposite sides of the drawing board. Hopefully we did well. I'm done.
お疲れ長時間同じ姿勢でいるのは大変だね
Now you understand how I feel. I'd embarked on my own spiritual journey. And I discovered something that was harder than drawing. What?
いや私たちお互いの裸を見たことあるんだな
Yes, we have. Being put like that only makes me more embarrassed.
今日のことはみんなに内緒だよ
Of course. Regardless, memories of this day will remain in my mind forever. It's gym class. We're playing kick the can like always, and I managed to avoid being it. Oh, this is when we find the drugs. Suddenly. There it is, yep. It's Muse, a new type of drug soaked into blotters. I always find it on the ground in the courtyard, which means someone must drop it every time. After picking it up, I bring it over to show Kotoha.
ついてきてここじゃ話しづらい
Just like the first time.
ごめんねシュウ君がせっかく発見してくれたものだけどこれは危ないから処分しておく
Go right ahead, probably for the best. It's fine. I understand. Just like in the original timeline, we head to Oneto to dispose of it. Kotoha once again drops the blood of soaked Muse into the lake, where it instantly dissolves. This might be one of the only times where she seems this serious. That is why I wanted to come here. Mainly because it's something I need to ask her.
強烈なインスピレーションそれは私たちが願ってやまない禁断の果実だ思うような作品が生めないそもそもアイディアさえ降りてこないこうなるともう偶然のひらめきを願って神に祈るしかないあの新型ドラッグはそんなインスピレーションを約束してくれるものミューズそう呼ばれている
Kotoha begins telling me all about the drug, and how worst case scenario, if someone is caught using the drug, they're erased.
消されるというのも比喩ではないある日から突然行方不明になる
I've heard that Bad Santa is behind the disappearances.
そう都合のいい伝承に例えているわけだタブーを知った存在そんな人間を排除する仕組みはきっとこの
Yeah.
街のどこかにある
Yeah, and that plus the underground passageways thing, man. Yeah. Yeah. And more specifically, the lab room. I can easily piece together what she's trying to say. That an organization exists in town that erases folks under the guise of Bad Santa. I know this because
消えたあの人は私よりちゃんとしてたけど外についてすげえ興味を持ってたそのせいで不良扱いだよだからクロサンタが来たんならきっとタブーを踏んだんだって琴姉が言ってた
because I know one of the kids who was erased. Yuri already told me as much. That's why they hate it while simultaneously trying to understand it. They need to shed light on the darkness of it. Dota mentions the same girl Carrie did.
禁断の果実に手を出せば凛花のように消されてしまうかもしれないんだ。
Rinka, a close friend of both Kiri and Kotoha, who only knew about through Kiri's films. And apparently Guido, too. She'd been a regular at Jack's store and the only person who could take Guido on at chess.
ごめん、長話になってしまったね。そろそろ戻ろうか。
This is when I usually agree to head back, feeling like I'm intruding on an inner sanctum. But I want to ask something else first. Are you sure Rinka disappeared because of her involvement with Muse?
ミューズのせいと一概には言えないかな。ただそれが最後のきっかけになったのは事実だ。ミューズに手を出した生徒は他にもいる。だが謹慎処分で済んでいる子がほとんどだ。ミューズは確かにインスピレーションをもたらす薬のようだけど、それでタブーを知れるわけじゃない。凛花はもともとそれこそ不敬極まりないくらい外について興味津々な子だった。その不良っぷりにとどめを刺したのがミューズというドラッグ。
I see. I saw it as a drug you take to understand the outside world, but apparently it's not that simple. When did she go missing?
去年のクリスマス。
Oh, of course it had to be Christmas, huh? Huh? Christmas? Oh my god. Sounds like a tragedy almost certainly related to the one happening this year.
凛花は去年の12月25日を境にいなくなった。これは誰もが知る客観的な事実。
Apparently there's more to it than that, though.
彼女はその当日に自らミューズを服用していた。これは私しか知らないから言ってはダメだよ。
And on this Christmas, also, like, people were on the drugs too, before the calamity happened. Yeah, lots of very suspicious stuff, even more so now. Why did she do it? I pressed the issue to learn more, but I'm suddenly met for a question I wasn't expecting.
ミューズのことが気になる？シュウ君。
Huh? Well, yes. She turns a usual soft smile on me. By all appearances, she is her usual warm, kind-hearted self, and yet...
私は今、私だけが知っていることをペラペラとシュウ君に話した。不思議だとは思わなかった？
Kotoha, what you mean? Well, a little. Honestly, I hope she might be able to fill in some gaps in my knowledge. Did I make a grave mistake? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
ああ、ごめんね。別にシュウ君を疑っているとかではなく。
Thank you.
ただ、私にも整理がついていないんだ。どこまで話してよいものか。
She seems unusually worried. The way she's acting, it doesn't seem like she's lying about how she feels.
ミューズを服用すれば女神からのインスピレーションが得られるというのは言ったよね。
You did.
けれどそれは実際に体感した人でないとわからない。
I don't want to do the
実
drugs.
際はそうじゃないかもしれない。
I don't want to do the drugs, Kotoha. Only users could possibly understand, which includes Rinka herself.
私はミューズを摂取した凛花を見た。その上で言えばミューズの効能は定かじゃないけど副作用はてきめんに現れていた。
What kind of side effect? I'm slightly confused why she's suddenly talking about this. However, my confusion is short-lived as she hesitates. Kotoha? I can't tell if she's unsure or making up her mind. Either way, after a short pause, she reaches into her front shirt pocket and takes something out. Oh. You have another one? What the fuck? Why are you carrying that around? The clumsy sketch of an owl barely peeks out at me. The paper I'd given her should have melted into the lake by now. However, the object she pulled from her shirt pocket is unmistakably the same vibrantly colored blotter.
ミューズの副作用はね、シュウ君。
It multiplies? A worry line mars her dignified brow.
記憶喪失。
Oh. I see. The words shake me to my very core. Is that why Jack had amnesia too? Chapter 10, part 2. Alright, chapter 10, part 2. Goodness gracious. Metaphysical art of evanescent dreams. Okay, so, definitely want something new there. Yeah, ellipses. It's later that night. I'm lying awake in bed, thinking about what happened.
言葉通りの意味だよ、シュウ君。
Yeah, I believe you.
ミューズを服用したリンカはそれまでの記憶を失っていた。
The drug, Muse, gives people amnesia? Minka forgot everything? In that moment, it's as if this drug that seemed so foreign to me was coursing through my veins. Did we also take the drug? Oh jeez. The simply not noticing seems terrifying to me. Even after all this time, my own loss of memory is still just as frightening.
最初にこの紙を見て何も思わなかった？
Well, when I first picked it up, I remember feeling like it looked kind of familiar. Like I saw it somewhere before. By first, I mean in the very first timeline. I remember feeling slightly uneasy as soon as I spotted the picture of that owl. At the time, I figured it didn't mean anything, but now...
私も何が正しくて何が間違っているのかわからない。ただ、過去の事実を言っただけだ。シュウ君に関係があるのかないのかもわからないけど。
I don't know about...
都合がいいのはどちらかな。
I don't know about that, Kota. It's clear she considers the time she spent with Rinka on her final day classified info. She probably only mentioned it because she thought it might be connected to my amnesia. Lately, all I worry about is making sure we can make it through Christmas. I lost memories. I remind myself how important it is that I retrieve them. Perhaps I hold the answers to all of my problems. It only brings me back around to why I forgot in the first place. Is it possible that I dropped Muse? I have no idea. Even if I did, I wouldn't remember. A drug that offers inspiration that transcends what normal minds can sync up. Which means... Is it possible that, by taking the drug, it caused my consciousness to leap outside the aurora? Our conscious, like our mind itself? That'd be crazy. In that case, it's possible that I was born here. This is driving me nuts thinking about it. I mean, there are all those Mr. Shu flashbacks though, so... Yeah? But...
その通り。オーロラを超えるということは、いわば世界を超えるということ。異世界のメモリーが引き継げないくらいのことはあるかもしれません。
I think back to something Sister Lily told me the first time we met. According to her, I lost my memories just by crossing the aurora. If she's right, the muse would have nothing to do with it. I'm getting nowhere. Recovering my lost memories would be harder than finding a mysterious culprit. So I thought. Yeah, I don't know if we should trust anything Sister Lily says anymore, to be honest. Like, I feel like that's not a good idea. December 13th, Thursday. I think that was the big thing we learned, though. Oh, goodness gracious. Now it's time for new modeling again. It's after school, and I find myself once again of Kota in the atelier while she works. Her imaginary painting of the outside world, while obviously fantastical, there is an air to her landscape that gives it a sense of realism.
どうかな、シュウ君。ピンとくる？
Vaguely, it seems pretty close to the image I've got of it in my head. Naturally, there are no clues what the outside world looks like here in town, aside from the paintings of foreign landscapes in the art gallery. It's the goal is to depict the outside world as it is now, though. It makes sense she would seek out my expertise on the matter. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. I want to help, but I can't say for sure if it's right or not.
仕方ないよ。覚えてないのに無理やり聞いたりして、こっちこそごめんね。
And memory loss is once again holding me back. What does the outside world look like? I can only judge whether her painting is accurate or not by critiquing her work.
それに、こんな光景があるのかもと想像することは楽しいよ。だからまあ、楽しいなんて言ってたら リリーさんに叱られちゃうけどね。
Also, sorry, Kota. Here you go.
それにこんな光景があるのかもと想像することは楽しいよ。だから今回の制作をしてる。
Kotoha, on a hunch, toss a question at her. Do you want to go out into the outside world? That he has? My question directly broaches the town's most taboo subject. She hesitates for a moment before answering.
行きたくないと言えば嘘になる。ただ強烈にここを出たいとも思っていない。
Alright?
私が今回こんな絵を描くことにしたのはね、少しでもリンカに近づくためなんだ。
Oh. What do you mean? Rinka again, I think to myself. I've come to understand how dear this girl is to Kotoha, even after she vanished from her life last year.
リンカはタブーを踏んですぐに消えた。けど彼女の何が悪かったというのかはわからない。私はただリンカの剣をこのままにはしておけないんだ。
I definitely want
真実を探る必要がある。
to know that too, Kotoha. The conviction on the matter is unwavering. The whereabouts of her missing friend, and the truth behind the legend of Bad Santa. I have a feeling the weird vibes we get from this town and Rika's disappearance are related. Yeah, most definitely. It meant a lot to you, huh?
すごくね。
Oh.
親友だった。
Oh.
だからとても端的に言ってしまえば今も彼女を探しているんだ。まだ何もできていないけど。
That's why you're painting the outside world?
うん。私もリンカを見習って不敬な真似をすれば黒サンタとやらも現れるんじゃないかと思って。でもシュウ君という人が現れちゃったからもうインパクトが薄いよね。
If that's the case, Bad Santa might end up coming for me too.
その時はひっ捕らえてぐるぐる巻きにして私の元へ持ってきて。
I'm not sure I can take him, Kota. I'll see what I can do. Kota's kind of scary sometimes. What was Rinka like? Rinka was a sturdy student who was close to Kiri and best friends of Kota. I also know she was athletic thanks to one of the films she starred in. That's the extent of my knowledge.
一言で表すなら天才だった。
Really? Surprised by her award choice, I don't know what to say. Like in relation to art or something?
それもあるしそうでない部分も。リンカはいろいろと規格外な子だったんだ。イメージで言えば切り絵に近いかもしれない。真面目な切り絵。
Oh, that exists? Serious Carrie. It's hard for me to imagine since it's not a word I'd ever associate with Carrie. Very fair. Did she excel at her studies like you? When I hear the word genius, that's all my simplistic mind can conjure up. Of course, in this town, excelling at school equates to artistic finesse.
いや成績で言えば私の方が良かったよ。ただそれはあくまで私がお行儀のいい絵を描いていただけだ。リンカのような既存の枠組みを壊す作品は未だに作れていない。あれを芸術と呼ぶかどうかはわからないけどね。
What was her major?
私と同じ油彩画だったんだけど、そのうちいろんなものに手を出し始めてね。そのうち彼女の絵はキャンバスさえ飛び越えるようになった。
What do you mean?
そのままの意味。リンカの絵はキャンバスの裏にも続いていたし、キャンバスに付録をつけたり、そもそもキャンバスを破くことさえあった。リンカがすごいのはそれを失敗と捉えず新たなアートの形として発表しようとしたことだ。
Is it possible to have art on a ripped canvas?
なしだね。
Oh, okay. What?
少なくとも先生方の目には論外に映った。
Man, there's
そんなの絵じゃない。
a lot of BS discrimination going on in the school, I'm starting to realize.
けれど私はあんなに柔軟な発想ができるリンカを素晴らしく思ったし、他にも感銘を受けた人はいる。
What you call as genius, I think of as being gifted. I would say someone who as excellent as an artistic sense as Kota is a genius, while the folks in town probably view her as a gifted. Meanwhile, Rinka's the type of prodigy that creates avant-garde work, immeasurable by society's standards.
義堂なんかは私と同じように凛花の作品に惹かれていた。反対にユネやキリエは全然わからないと言っていた。
I'm probably on their side of this one.
だと思う。なんというかあれは一般的な作品に飽きると魅力的に思えるのかも。
I'm growing increasingly curious about her work. I always thought of Gita's work as being exceptionally unique, but it sounds as if Rinka's was far beyond even his eccentricity.
一度ちゃんとした私みたいにお行儀のいい絵を描いていたこともあったけど、本人的にはしっくりこなかったみたい。だからまあ簡単に言えば変わってる子だったの。それに先生たちからの評判も良くないから不良少女みたいな。
Wow. So basically Carrie's serious twin? I had no idea she was like that. I thought the character she portrayed in Carrie's films was just that. A fictionalized world.
オーロラを飛び越えようとしたり、先生の聖書をかっぱらってきたり、授業なのに人と全然違うことをやってたり。
Dang. I see. Goodness gracious. That does kind of paint her as a troublemaker.
好奇心旺盛なところなんかはむしろキリエ以上かな。キリエは凝り性だから一つのことにこだわるけど、凛花はそうじゃない。あとは自分で料理をしたり、そんなの誰もやってないのにね。とにかく凛花は人と違ったことをよくやるんだ。
She was definitely a weirdo. Definitely like the perfect student Kota. Basically, you're a troublemaker if you go against the grain, and a genius if you don't.
凛花は他にも誰も気にしないようなことをいちいち気に留めた。どうしてオーロラなんてものがあるのか、どうして勉強には美術しかないのか、この街はどこにあって外はどうなっているのか。
Those questions.
誰かさんがここに来て抱いた疑問に似てるでしょ。
I don't know who that is. All the questions Kota mentioned were things I've wondered about since arriving here. And yet, it seemed as if I was the only person in town who was even a little curious.
凛花もね、よく言ってた。この街はどこかおかしいって。
Something strange. I mean, yeah, definitely quite a few things strange going on here, actually. He was born here, yet held similar views to an outsider like me. I technically haven't been here very long, but even I understand how amazing that is.
だから凛花は天才なんだ。誰もが当たり前と思っていることを疑う能力、それは彼女にしかないものだった。
I had no idea she was like that. The word genius conjures up images of someone who creates amazing works of art. But that's not what she meant. That's not what she meant. Rika's genius lay in her ability to question conventional wisdom.
凛花はいなくなったけど、凛花と同じ疑問を持つ人はまた現れた。
You mean me, right?
そう。もうすぐで凛花がいなくなって1年が経つけど、なんだか面白い運命だよね。
I'm fascinated by Rinka's story, whose disposition was so different from everyone around her. I wish so badly I could meet her.
だから私は人とは違う柊君が好きだよ。羨ましいって思う。
Wait, love?
私もキリエも凛花と再会するのを諦めていない。どこかに生きてるって信じてる。
Yeah, I definitely hope we do get to see her again. Rinka messed with something she shouldn't have, and disappeared because of it.
私の見立てではそう知っちゃいけないことを知った。
Definitely really looking that way.
そしていなくなった彼女は黒サンタの仕業として処理された。メルヘンな要素で真相を隠すみたいに。
So you think Rinka knew the truth about something?
だろうね。都合が悪いから口封じをされたんだと思ってるよ。何を知ったのかは本人にしかわからないけど。
Kota gazes off into the distance as if lost in thought.
それこそ私も ミューズを使ってみないことには。
Bad idea. We'll be screwed if you end up losing your memories too.
冗談だよ。私もシュウ君のことを忘れたくないしね。
Please don't joke about that. You're gonna say that out loud you're gonna say that out of the blue makes my heart skip a beat.
ミューズについての話はこの前したよね。シュウ君にやっぱり覚えはない？
No, but I probably did. I can't say one way or the other. My memory is still pretty hazy.
そっか。何か手がかりになればよかったんだけど。
Myself, my memories, and Rinka. All three seem connected in some way to the drug, Muse, although I'm still not sure how.
ごめんね。なんだかシュウ君と話しているのも私のエゴみたいで。
That was okay, I wanted to hear all that. This is more like an alliance of sorts. A mystery we should figure out together. Rinka mysteriously vanished last year on Christmas. There's a chance her disappearance is connected to this year's Christmas tragedy. Wait, if it's true, then does that mean... Will Bad Santa come for someone else this year? Oh fuck, what if he comes for us? Ah shit! Wait, it's just a Lily Bad Santa too? Because I already think she's Leela. Yeah, but yeah. What if more than one person knows we're traveling back for time? Oh fuck. Hey Yune, I have lots of concerns. Can you take me back early? Alright, so we started Kotoha's route, and yeah, we're already getting quite a bit of information. So that's really interesting. Learned a lot more about Rinka and the Muse drug, and that we possibly might have taken that. Yeah, really interesting route so far. Learning a lot, and I'm getting more and more scared and concerned now. More than I've ever been before. Ooh, Nelly. Yune, please, I need help.